are on season 2. Thank you guys for sticking with us and completing the first season.
Baby, we are not on season 2.
Yes,
we're not.
I'm calling it season 2, bitch.
Dude, we have to at least have 10 episodes in a season.
Well, you know what? It feels good. It makes us feel like accomplished.
And we're almost there, though. You know what? I'm surprised we lasted this long.
I know.
It's becoming so easy.
I'm feeling so good, bitch.
I know. Me too. And I haven't even had coffee yet. But y'all better have had your coffees right now because we're starting off. This is Monday morning.
Oh. He hasn't had his coffee yet, but he had his tequila for sure.
Guys, happy Monday. I hope y'all have your coffees out ready to slip.
Oh my God. How many shots did he take back?
I took like one. Guys, I get a little stressed out before we do these, so I gotta like loosen myself up a little bit. So I take like a shot of tequila. It gets my joints all like moist and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like WD-40.
It really is, though. It really is. For me, it is.
Oh, man.
Does that make me...
a bad person?
No, not a bad person, but like, you know how alcoholics are dependent on alcohol? Does that make me
you're not dependent. Okay, you just really, really need it. But we just want to say, what's up? Shout out spooky season.
Oh, happy Halloween.
We got, for those of you guys listening, we have gorgeous fall decorations set up.
We put a lot of time and money and effort into this.
We want to invest in ourselves and our set.
We actually picked these ourselves from the backyard. He has a tree outside. It's called
the Marshall's tree.
It's like a grandma joke.
Well, you know, whatever, dude.
Yeah, guys, it's October, so there's going to be a lot of spooky shit happening on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get scary. It's going to get spoopy.
Oh, my God, spoopy. I forgot about that.
Shout out to Spoopy. Spoopy Live.
Everybody hated that era.
I know.
Always used to use that word.
You guys made spoopy merch and everything.
Yeah, no, we didn't make spoopy. Oh, yeah, we did make spoopy merch.
We did make spoopy.
I forgot.
Oh, and they were bad. It was bad merch.
It was not, our entire friend group saw that merch and they were like, what does that mean?
Why?
I don't know. It was this long running like inside joke, and we were just riffing with it.
And I still need to pay you your split on that.
I don't even know how much it was that we made. But
it wasn't a lot at all. I'll put it in the next page.
Yeah, toss me a bone, just like a nickel. You're gonna be like, here, kid, spend it wisely.
Yeah, it didn't do well, but it was fun to experience selling bad merch.
And shouts out to you guys still listening to us. This is five episodes now. We appreciate you guys tuning back in every week and hearing what we have to say. Let's go. Oh, wait. Oh, we got ready? It's coffee time.
Oh, yeah.
3, 2. It's coffee time, bitch. Roll the intro.
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. We're your co-hosts, Zane and Heath.
What's going on? I'm Heath. We just had an argument about whether we're both co-hosts or a host.
It was a very dumb conversation. I thought Heath and I were hosts because Heath was like, I'm your co-host. And I was like, Heath, you're not a co-host. We're both hosts. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, no, we're co-hosts because it's two of us. And I was like, wow, okay. Maybe I should give up this spot to somebody else I know's podcast, huh?
You know what? Baby, that's us. We both run the show. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, it is. That's just the way it is.
Let's talk about October. It's been getting a little bit chilly. Feeling good. I don't know. I get excited. I get excited when it's cold. What?
Imagine we just talk about the month of October for the next 45 minutes.
So what do you guys think about October?
We should have our own QVC show, like where we should have people in outfits come in front of the camera. We judge every outfit.
For 6 easy installments of $19.99, this beautiful Halloween muumuu can be yours. It's very comfortable.
You know what,
Go
Karen?
ahead.
Karen, it is just gorgeous. You can wear this any time of the week. Even better on the weekends when you want to sit, cuddle up, watch a movie, you throw this on. It's like a giant curtain.
Usually they're called the muumuu, but since it's Halloween, we're calling it the boo-boo. This set feels like a QVC set.
Yeah, no.
I used to watch it all the time when I was younger with my parents because me and my dad would buy watches off QVC, and it was so fun.
My grandparents would always have it on. I never watched it, but it was always on when we were at my grandparents' house. But I loved the Matt TV making a parody out of it.
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit is
yeah.
hilarious. I've watched that more than QVC.
Have you seen the QVC fails? Like the
Oh yeah.
the one guy showing the ladder, and he's like, it supports your weight, and you could crawl across it, and he's literally on top. The thing breaks in the middle. He dropped, and he's just like,
you can tell that lady was like, it's not a good idea. Like she was like whispering it to him, like, "Hey, look, it's not."
it's a good ladder. It ain't that good.
I love the guy who's like, "Girl, let me give you a kiss." Mwah!
That it's so perfect. It looks staged. Like the way he looked, his ponytail and everything, it just didn't make sense.
I
but it was
love
perfect.
those. It's so good. Oh my gosh.
A lot of those foreign ones, those foreign like QVC type shows, there's always fuck ups on those too.
Did you ever see like the news anchor one? I think it was a news anchor, but the magician came in and he had her like slam her hand on like it was supposed to not be a nail, but she hit the nail.
I did. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like you put like they put like a sharp thing inside the paper bags.
Yeah.
And you know how like the magician's like, "We'll slam the bag," and like the knife is gone from
Yeah.
inside. Like she did
He
it, but
screwed
it
it up.
went through her fucking hand.
He picked the wrong one.
Imagine the bag going through with the.
Oh,
I feel like news outlets on purpose, they do some crazy shit like that just so people tune in, like fuck ups. Yeah.
Remember the I'm dying in this country ass
Fucked up town.
No, I felt like that was real. That was like still a long
Oh yeah,
time
that
ago.
was definitely real.
But dude, I've seen like recently, like the did you see the guy where it was like, it's raining, grab your umbrellas, Ella's, A.
yeah.
Back to you, Jim. And Jim's like,
They're like trying to be relatable to get like kids to watch the news again.
Yeah.
They're
Casting
like,
cool.
whoa, it's gonna be windy today.
what did he say? Whoa.
She said, "Whoa,
Whoa, it's gonna be windy out there today.
We're doing dance moves with everything we're saying for the people
We're
listening.
hitting the whoa."
We're hitting the whoa.
Oh yeah, so why do we love the season, Heath? I'm looking at the bullets that Matt left us on the screen.
these are just little, I don't know, topic points to help get you guys going when you do go dry.
Well, I mean, I love the pumpkin spice lattes and the gingerbread.
Oh, they did bring back the pumpkin spice latte.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Well,
doing?
did you hear? Well, did you hear? There's now a pumpkin spice
Chai.
cold brew.
Oh.
There's
Oh no, the one at Starbucks, we did try that. It is pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
yeah.
I'm
It was
so
pretty
embarrassed that I like pumpkin flavored.
Basic.
good. I just wish like pumpkin flavor was like just like kind of a normal thing, like it wasn't like a seasonal thing. You
I
know?
feel like pumpkin
They sh-
flavor doesn't taste like pumpkin.
Yeah, it tastes like
It's just cinnamon.
yeah.
It's like gingerbread.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're kind of right. Yeah.
but it's drunken so much. Why don't they just have it year round?
I
Good
know.
question, Zane. Good question.
Fuck you, Matt.
What? No.
Just so condescending every time.
Wait, you're
There's
adding
this
on.
meter that Matt has for me whenever I say something that's like it's not even that smart, but it's just it's a
Yeah.
fact. And Matt's just like, Zane, that was really good.
Hey, I'm just happy.
Give yourself a pat on the
I'm
back.
happy just things are working up
The
there.
gears are going, and we got
Good
it.
ideas.
Oh my god, this cooling pad is not working because I'm
Zane's
busting a
burning
sweat.
up again?
I'm burning up. Oh my god. But yeah, it might be my shoes. Let me take my shoes off.
Yeah, you should have
Get
like
comfy.
a bucket of ice by your feet and just stick your feet in ice the whole time.
Mariah, that's a really good idea.
Tell me that was good.
Yeah,
your feet
Mariah,
is-
that
your-
was a really
Your
good.
feet is what makes you really hot. Like when
Yeah.
if you cover your
Yeah.
feet at night, you get really hot. You take them off. You're cool.
Like one of the first episodes, I wasn't wearing shoes, and like people started talking shit about like my like not wearing shoes. So ever since that, I'll always wear shoes. I don't give a fuck if I'm hot. I'll be burning up, but don't be making fun of my crusty toes, bitch.
I got screenshots of my toes from little basketball.
Your foot was like
Your foot
Well,
said,
yeah, I was chilling though. Look at it. I was literally, I was probably laughing.
He was tense. That's how you know the juice is coming.
That's my strong foot. That's my strong foot.
Do you know what you're gonna be for Halloween this year?
I don't do costumes. I can't think of any good costumes. And when I do have a good costume idea, it just doesn't look good on me.
My
ever.
favorite costume that you had was the little tutu. You were the beauty pageant girl.
Oh,
we did that together.
That was
That was
my
great.
favorite. That was actually my favorite costume too. So Matt was a dance mom, and I was just like the toddler, like toddlers and tiaras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this party that we went to, they had like a giant trophy just sitting on this corner of the house, like a giant trophy. That,
It was
the
like
first
taller
place.
than Zane. It was
Yeah.
massive.
So Matt and I like got together and took a picture with it. We'll show it right here, but it's the funniest
We
picture
stayed in
ever.
we probably stayed in character that entire party, and people were getting like pissed at us because we weren't breaking character. We were just like, "Oh, this is my daughter. We just won the pageant. Look at us."
We were going all
That's
night,
awesome.
all night.
That's
It was,
well,
it
you
was
have
really
to stay in
funny.
character the whole
Yeah.
time. That's what makes
No,
it.
there's a point where you kind of just like kind of stop and just like have a conversation with
Yeah.
somebody. We just didn't
That's
care.
funny.
We didn't care.
What's been your favorite costume you've ever done, Heath?
I don't know. I feel like I didn't have any like funny costumes. Like growing up as a kid, I wasn't allowed to be anything cool.
Oh.
Like I was never like a scary. All I wanted was a scary costume.
Oh yeah.
And my parents, I don't know if like they just didn't want me to have it, but every time they were just like, "Nah, it's not that cool. Why don't you do this?" I think they just didn't want me to have something scary.
Okay.
I was
yeah.
always like a Power Ranger or
No, you've had some scary costumes. When you'd go to a normal day at school, when you get all
Oh my
glammed
God,
up,
yeah.
that was a costume on its own.
me dressing up as the 80s rock star I thought I was.
Can we please show a picture of Heath and glam right here? It's it looks like a costume though. It looks like you went trick or treating.
It's glitter up, it's glam, and it's fabulous.
It's crazy. Like you had these crazy phases in your life where it was like glam and cowboy, and then
I'm having an identity crisis.
But I felt like you'd go through it like at the same time. You didn't just like stop doing one and you'd go to the next one.
Yeah.
You did all of them like every week.
It was like cowboy 80s rock star. Literally, like what I listened to was who I thought I was, and like that's just
Kid Rock.
That's true. Yeah.
yeah, it was Kid Rock.
Or like Post Malone. You were Post Malone before Post Malone was Post Malone.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
But Zane,
Post Malone's cowboy.
I
He's
mean,
like,
I would say
All he
he's,
wears
like,
is like
pretty-
cowboy boots and like the big.
Why did I not know that?
I did not know that either.
He always has on like a super vintage cowboy like what's it called, rhinestone cowboy fit.
Yeah, he's rocking like bolo ties and stuff.
I've seen that now.
Oh, Post
Yeah.
Malone.
And meanwhile, Zane was just wearing like skinny jeans and like.
I had
long
the
hair.
worst outfits. I'd wear skinny jeans, big Hollister jacket, and flip flops, and I wondered why I had no friends in high school. I want to dress like that just for one day and just go out, straighten my hair, the hair that I have left.
Oh.
And
You burn off the last little patch you got in the front.
I have no hair left.
Wait, can we talk about that? Like how you just went to the doctor?
Yeah. So today I went to hair transplant surgery. I don't know, like what do you call it? What's
Hair restoration.
hair restoration? Yeah.
That's a nice way to put it. I'm just restoring it.
Yeah,
So
it's a fixer upper.
I'm thinking about flip or flop.
Yeah.
Like it's just,
We're gonna flip this hairline.
oh fuck.
Oh my God. But Heath, you're gonna die when I tell you what I experienced in this place. So we made an appointment. I went in. The second I walked in, I go to the desk and somebody already comes out. They just got it done. And they're like, so how was that, Mr. Whatever? And he's like, it was so good, thank you. It was like a commercial. It was almost like they set this up,
Like
for
paid him to walk out as soon as a new
Yeah.
customer walks in to like make you want that result.
Exactly. Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
funny.
So I grabbed my papers to like fill it out. I sit down, he sits down, I'm filling it out, and I keep looking at him and looking down. I'm waiting for him to kind of look up at me just so I can like start asking him questions. So he looks up. As I'm looking up, I'm like, hey, psst.
Was it worth it?
Basically, I was like, I pointed at his head. I was like, was it good? Was it okay? He was like, oh, dude, it was great. They're the best here. Which now that I'm repeating it,
Yeah,
does
that guy
sound like-
definitely got paid to sit there and tell you. Like he's just selling it hard.
So he starts telling me everything about it, like, hey, like they're gonna when you walk in, they're gonna upcharge you, negotiate, pay as least as you can because they'll take it. I was like, dude, I really appreciate that, thank you. It's so scary in there. It's so scary. It's like you're going to get like a nose job. Like
Yeah.
you're changing.
It's surgery.
Yeah, it's scary.
Oh my god,
You're proud of me? Oh my God, my baby's getting surgery.
my baby getting his shit done.
So I walk into the office to talk to the lady, and the first thing I tell her is, look, I'm all about like body positivity, loving yourself, and
Yeah.
all that. And she's like, yeah, so why are you here? And I go, because my hair fucking sucks.
You don't say anything. You just take your hat off.
And she just kind of like has her eyes just like, oh my God, wow. But no, I did take off my hat. And she's like, oh wow. Like because she works there. Like normally people are really nice to you, like whatever you like.
Yeah.
But she works there. She's trying to sell me on my hair. Okay, this was a commercial, huh? They
Holy
really are
shit,
trying to
yep.
sell me here. So she was showing me all the procedures, and all of it is so fucking scary. It's like
it's terrifying.
They're tearing at your skin from the back of your head, putting it up and everything, and like it all sounds scary, but like they show me the final results, and these people look like brand new people. It's fucking nuts.
It changes lives.
Your hair changes you completely. So I think I'm gonna do it.
Moral of the story is,
Love yourself until there's something you don't like about yourself.
then
change
fix it, then love yourself.
No, yeah, I think it's all about how you carry yourself. Like, if you're gonna get it, own it. Don't lie to people about it. Don't tell people you got into like a car accident or you fucking hit your head on it, whatever. Just like, just get it done. Tell people, be proud of it, and people will accept it. Mm-hmm. So accept it, please.
He's giving everybody his heads up right now.
No, I'm actually like, I'm still thinking about it. It's really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'll figure it out.
Trust me, I want to get it too.
Oh, by the way,
hate my hairline.
I forgot to. I forgot to erase the lines on my head. So the doctor.
Oh my god! It's his imaginary hairline.
I forgot to wipe the line that the doctor made me for my new hairline. The doctor drew out exactly where the hairline would be.
Oh my god!
So as you can see, there's not much hair left there on the top and on the corners over here. So what they're going to do is they're going to take a little slit of skin and hair from the back of my head, and they're going to start filling that shit out with my own hair, fill up the dead follicles, and then I'm going to have new hair. But it'll be my hair. That's the thing. It's not somebody else's hair. It's my hair.
Yeah, like that would make it wrong. No. It's okay because it's still my hair. I'm not stealing other people's hair.
So Heath,
Yeah.
we're in the month of October. What scares you the most?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Your hairline. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck though. That's fucked up.
No.
You know what? Your hairline ain't so
Oh,
good.
you know what?
Your hairline ain't
Oh
so
my,
good.
The pumpkins.
I thought I dropped
No,
the water.
I hate my hairline too. What scares me the most? Honestly, the dark. Don't look at me like that.
The dark, just the dark.
I hate the dark.
So when you go to sleep at night, you don't shut off all your lights before you sleep.
Not at all.
Why?
Literally, the bathroom lights are on, and then I have 2 night lights. Shut up. I just don't like not being able to see.
You're sleeping.
Well, the act of like being in bed and being like, I don't know. I just don't like the dark. Ever since I was a kid, I hated it.
I mean, we all hated the dark when we were kids, but you kind of grew out of it.
Well,
I'm trying to put Heath down because he just put me down on my head.
Whatever, dude. What is it? It's like you're not afraid of the dark. You're afraid of
The
not
unknown?
knowing
What comes out
what-
of your closet?
Yeah.
When you,
Oh, you know, I'm not 8. I don't believe in like the boogeyman. I just don't like. I don't know. I just don't like not being able to see.
I feel like it stems from. I mean, you still do it now, obviously, but I feel like it stems from the shit that you like see sometimes when you like. Don't you have like sleep paralysis often?
I haven't had it for a while, but yeah, I've had pretty bad night terrors.
Does that have anything to do with?
Probably. I'm sure it's all like intertwined and related.
You know, when the lights are on in places, you could see like objects. You know, so that probably doesn't help your sleep paralysis.
You know what? I have the worst fucking nightmares tonight.
I'm just instilling it into your head.
What's your biggest fear?
Definitely grocery shopping.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Having to get in your car, going all the way to the grocery store, getting out of your car. And by the time I walk in, I black out. I just don't know what's happening in the store.
Right.
Like I want to cook good and healthy food. So I buy chicken, I buy broccoli, I go home, I try to cook it, and it still tastes like crap. You know, it doesn't make sense. And then I remember, oh, well, you need sauces, you need the spices, you need all these
it's
ingredients.
frustrating. There's a lot that goes into it.
Exactly.
Well, you know what's one thing that could help you?
What is that?
HelloFresh.
Oh, I've heard of HelloFresh.
HelloFresh is actually amazing. Like I've used it before, and it's really good because they give you everything that you need from all the ingredients and a step-by-step picture book on how to do the entire dinner. You get it done in less than 30 minutes, and all the ingredients are already pre-measured. You're not like, oh, I forgot this. It's all right there in the box and ready to go.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's like cooking for dummies.
No, it really is.
It's like the perfect box for me to have.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about going to the grocery store and like walking around trying to pick stuff out. Like everything that you need is ready to go.
Yeah. Have you used it before? Have you like tried
Mariah
out
and
the
I
box?
cooked the other night. We did the salmon limon. Dude,
Ooh.
insane. It came with couscous. There was like some cucumber on top, a little bit of lemon juice. Dude, fire. And what's great is like it makes it fun because you're having like a date night and you're
Exactly.
like, it makes you feel like you're a better chef than you really are.
Yeah.
What's great is they have 20 different recipes to choose from each week. They're all chef curated, so they're like top-notch dishes that you're cooking.
Wow.
And another cool thing is if you are signed up for it, you want to take a week off, be like, I'm going to be out of town. I don't want it. You just go ahead, check that you're going to be gone for a week, and you just push your subscription to the next week. All the meals you can either choose if you're a vegetarian, you want something, a little bit lighter on the calories. So if you're trying to watch your figure.
And what's great is that we get to share this code with you guys. You get $80 off your first month.
That's actually really good.
It's really good. That's a lot of money. You're saving a lot of money.
That is a big savings.
Exactly.
All you got to do is go to HelloFresh.com/unfiltered80.
So again, guys, to get $80 off your first order, make sure to go to HelloFresh.com/unfiltered80.
And use code unfiltered80 to get the discount on your purchase.
UNFILTERED 80.
Wow, that was good.
Just in case they didn't know how to spell it. Honestly, my biggest fear was the sleep paralysis that I experienced last year. That shit was a fucking scariest
terrifying.
moment of my life.
It's so bad.
I've never had to call. Like remember when I called you when I was in the apartment? I was like, dude, I have to get out of here.
There was one time that really scared me because it felt so real.
Yeah.
I was laying in bed and I was having a really bad dream, and like I woke up and I was looking at my ceiling, and then all of a sudden like this black demon figure started coming into my room, and I'm looking at it and I could see it out of the corner of my eye, but I couldn't pick my head up to like look at it. And it kept getting closer and closer, and it got up right to my face right here, and it was like hovering over me, and like I'm vividly looking at it, and it's like, you're gonna die. And I'm like, oh shit. And like I'm trying to scream, I'm trying to do everything, and it's like, you're gonna die young. And like that was fucking me up. Like, you're gonna die young.
It was Mariah.
Like trying to get me to stop drinking and smoking. That's really funny.
She wears like 80 jackets and just.
But I literally was like trying to scream, and I couldn't do anything. And I'm like, ugh. Oh, and like I remember like trying to like sit up, and I couldn't, and I was like, ah! And like I sat up, and like I didn't like wake up. It wasn't like a where am I? It was like I was looking, and like I just sat up, and I was like even more awake.
You're able to,
and it
like,
just like
control your body.
it got me out of it.
Yeah.
But it was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I hated it. I never want to experience that again.
It's crazy how it's so common within people.
And
Like, it just feels so real.
It is so real.
Yeah.
I've talked to Mariah. Like I just have like this fear of dying young too.
Because you'll never know. You'll never know if it's like something that your brain is fucking with you, or it's like something from another world. Like you don't know.
I wonder if it was like a sign, like because like all the shit that I was doing back then.
Yeah.
Like me fucking up my body like I was.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was. That's how you want to think it. Like it helped you like be better. So
have you seen that documentary called The Nightmare? It's like on Netflix. It's about like sleep paralysis.
No.
And it's crazy like how common a lot of the like the figures we see when we're in sleep paralysis. Like it's like this like faceless like dark figure coming towards you in your room, and another one is like three figures, but one of the guys is wearing like a hat, like a scarecrow style
Weird.
hat. And that's what it was freaky when Nightmare on Elm Street came out with like Freddy Krueger, how like so many people had like seen this man before during their night terrors. It was like that common of like a night terror like image that we see is this man in a hat.
So that's why they made
Crazy.
Freddy Krueger?
Yes. Well, so that was like inspired by that, but like so many people related to it because everyone has had these visions of this guy who wears this hat. The whole documentary goes into it, but it's one of the most common symbols you see during sleep paralysis.
Wow.
Dude, it's freaky.
Documentaries like that scare me. Like what scares me most? You're coming back to what scares me most. Murder documentaries. They're so scary because it's like it's real. Like those people actually killed.
It's not like made up shit.
Exactly. Did I ever tell you about the time where I don't know if I thought or if someone did break into my like backyard? Did I ever tell you that?
Oh, at your house that you were living in.
Yeah, this was
here.
Yeah, this was 2 days before I got my security system. Set up in my house, and that wasn't the reason why I got it. It was just it happened to have been 2 days before.
Yeah, what happened with that again?
So I've been living in the house for about like 6 months now. So like I know what all the
You're
creaks.
used to the yeah.
I'm used to all the creaks in my house, all the noises. I was sleeping, and 3 a.m, I wake up and I hear somebody behind my house. Like
I just got
behind my
chills.
bed.
Like you saying that right there, I literally just like
Because my backyard is full of leaves on the ground, so when someone's back there, you hear the crunch. Like every step is a crunch, and I could hear it. And I get up just like this. I'm just like, and you know when it's so dark outside and so dark inside, where if you open it up, you don't want to show the person back there that you're looking. That's like the scariest thing. You just don't want to look. So I just get so close. I go to my phone. I get into my bathroom. I call 911 immediately, and I'm waiting to answer. And she picks up. I'm like, "Hi, I think someone's on my house." I immediately give her my address, and I'm like, "Come right now." And she's like, "Well, sir, what are you wearing?"
They always are in no hurry. Why is that?
They're so calm. I mean, they're calm for a reason because it's supposed to help you stay calm. But she was asking me questions that was not important.
Now, do you have a visual on the perpetrator?
Get your ass to my house. My address is fucking. It's crazy. After I was so surprised, I was like 10 minutes. 9 cops showed up to my house.
Hell yeah.
And I see lights behind my backyard, and I was still on the phone with her. I was like, "Yeah, I see them now. I'm good. Thank you." I hang up. Imagine I hung up. It's like a bunch of robbers with flashlights.
That'd be a good way to do it.
Exactly. So so they all go in my backyard. They check out the place. They get to my door. I walk out, and I already know. Like in my head, I was like, it was probably just me, and I felt it.
Oh shit!
I go to the front door. They're like, "Sir," I open the door and I'm smiling, and they're like, "Oh, so we didn't find anybody in your backyard." And I was like, I don't know if there was someone back there, but like I had to call you guys. I had to. It's situations like that where you don't think twice. You just call the police.
Yeah, it's better safe than sorry.
Do you think the person was like after you, or they wanted to steal something?
Steal something.
Looking
then
back,
back,
you should turn the lights on and be like, "Who's there?" Because
I don't know.
The typical in a movie, I have a gun. If there's somebody there, I have a gun.
I have a gun.
And they always gotta go looking around.
You heard of those 2 YouTubers that like someone tried to like kill them, and you didn't hear about this story?
No.
These 2 YouTubers, I think it was a couple with a baby, and they had a house, and this person tried to. He was caught basically with a bunch of guns in his car, but he was gonna go and kill this entire family. He was trying to break in. He called the cops. The cops caught him before he made it inside the house.
Ooh.
And they found a bunch of guns in his.
That's terrifying.
Fucking awful. And after that, I always think about it now.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
But just don't visit people's houses at all.
Even
if you find the address, do not come at all.
That is a huge conversation. Like, that's a big deal.
I couldn't imagine, even like somebody that I absolutely love, I couldn't imagine like just going to their house. Like, regardless of how much like I love them. Because I couldn't do that.
Because that person will never come outside and look at you and smile and be happy that you're sitting outside of their house.
And showed up at their door.
That will never happen. I'm telling you guys that right now. Nobody will ever smile and be happy if you're sitting outside of their house waiting for them to come outside.
Yeah.
It's their fucking private.
Honestly, it's scary too. 2 kids showed up to my house, and I opened the front. You know how I have like my door, then I have the walkout, and then I have that white gate that's you can't see through. I opened that, and there was 2 kids standing in my fucking face. Like, I opened it up to them, and I was like, "Hello." They're like, "We love you. We knew where you live. Like, we just wanted to come say hi." And they had a camera on me too.
Oh,
like,
they had
recording me.
They were recording you.
Yeah.
What?
Oh man.
I opened the gate. He's like, "I just wanted to come bring you something," and I was like, "It's okay. You don't have to bring me anything." He's like, "No. It's in my truck. I'll go get it." And like then I fucking my heart sank.
No.
The one kid's sitting there with a camera on me, and the other guy goes into his truck to go grab something, and I'm standing there. I'm like, if this motherfucker's got a gun, like that, he's about to like. That was my first thought. I was like, holy fuck, he's about to go get something.
That's the thing. You have no idea. Like, guys, like when people not you guys, but just like people that do show up to houses, they don't know you guys are fans or not. They have no idea. Like, we'll never know if you are a fan or not.
But even still, like a lot of like celebrities and YouTubers like have been killed by fans.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if they're a fan or not.
That's true. Yeah.
Selena.
Exactly.
Christina
Selena
Grimmie.
was killed
Christina
by her
Grimmie.
fan club.
Remember,
president.
but she was a huge fan still, though.
It was her. It was her
Yeah.
It
assistant.
was a family friend.
Dimebag Daryl got killed by a fan. Like, it's crazy.
Well, who was the other one? She was a
Christina Grimmie.
Yeah.
Oh my
awful.
God,
So awful.
tragic.
Her meet and greet. What the
Terrifying.
fuck?
Crazy.
Like it's just unfair. It's so fucked up.
Like, and especially like we don't know if somebody's gonna harm us, so like just it's best to not show up.
Yeah.
It's scary for us. Like I was actually terrified when those kids were standing there.
Yeah.
Because you don't know anybody's intentions.
Yeah, 'cause
exactly.
They're so familiar with you, so they think it's no big deal. But on
Yeah.
our end, they're still strangers. We don't know who you are, so
Yeah.
it's really like
Public places, malls, literally
Yeah.
anywhere else but
Yeah.
their house is 100% okay.
Yeah.
They'll always say hi. We'll always say hi. Give you a hug. Do whatever you guys want, but just
Yeah.
not at their house.
Heath, remember when you came to my apartment and you were parked like a couple blocks?
Yeah.
He was parked a couple blocks away. I mean, nobody knows where I live, but he was parked a couple blocks away in his truck, and he came out and he had a note on his truck that said like, it was like trolling, like, this is Team 10 territory. You can't park here. Like,
Yeah, it was like
stupid.
never come back or something. This
Yeah.
is Team 10 territory. And I was like, what the
But it's not like your
hell?
truck was outside of my apartment. It was like blocks away. Like, who knew? Like, I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
So do you think this person saw you like getting your truck and drive?
I don't know.
Matt, were you there with me at that time where like I left somebody's house and I went to somebody else's house? I went to Carly's
Oh,
apartment.
you got followed.
Yeah, I got followed. You don't
What?
remember that? I left from a friend's house and there was people there. And I drove out of there and I saw them follow me. And I was
Yeah.
trying to drive fast because I didn't know who these people were. And I was trying to ditch them and they just kept up with me.
Yeah.
I got to Carly's old apartment. I park. I like walk fast inside to the lobby part, close the door, and I look back out and just a car pulls up right there. It's fucking scary. You just,
Yeah.
because I can't even see inside this car. I just don't know who's in
No,
this
yeah.
car.
What the
So I
heck?
get up and these people end up leaving, I think. Yeah, they just end up leaving, but like I'll never know what that was.
It's so dangerous for both ends, for them and for you guys. It's
Exactly.
so dangerous.
Yeah, for both parties. I mean, like, I don't know if I could should talk about this, but like, I pulled the gun on Scott.
When?
when?
He-
What?
Hold on.
I know.
This
I've
story.
never heard
Yeah.
this story.
I know.
One, Heath has a gun.
Well, I mean,
like-
fuck, these days,
I know, I'm not surprised.
if you have a license and you own a gun for your protection, for your,
Yeah,
for your
no, I
safety,
respect it.
Like
I'm
I
all
was
for it, man.
in my house, my old house.
Yeah.
And Scott tried doing a video like breaking into my house,
Well, like
trying to
camping
sneak
into,
in.
like sleeping over or spending the night
Yeah.
at Heath's house.
Heath is the last person to try to break into the.
It, like, let me know, be like, I'm outside, blah, 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 whatever. Don't, like, he tried breaking into my back door, like, and getting in. And I hear, like, somebody prying at my back door. So my first instinct is protect myself. I don't know who's at my fucking door.
Right.
I grab my gun. Scott like starts calling me. I picked it up real quick as I'm walking. I'm like, "Hey Scott, hold on. Somebody's at my house." Like,
Oh my god!
no.
and like I'm sitting there and I peek out and I have like my gun ready to go.
He's
and
lucky
I'm,
you picked
like,
up.
I mean, obviously I'm not gonna just go shooting blindly and fucking be stupid.
No, I know, but still,
But
like
I'm like, hold on, somebody's at my fucking house. Like somebody's at my house, like trying to break in. He's like, no, it's me. And I'm like, Scott, you gotta fucking tell me if you're doing something. I gave everybody a warning in the group, like when I first got my gun. I was like, listen, I am armed. From now on, do not try to like do anything, prank me coming into my house. I was like, for your protection, like don't do anything like that.
Yeah.
And like everybody knew.
I love how we're preaching this, and we just one of our own is trying to break into our house.
Our own.
We are
Yeah.
paranoid.
Oh, Scott, Scott.
But I was like,
I
yeah.
know. Scott.
Scott.
I was like, Scott,
Come on,
Scott, be
man.
careful. But like, obviously, like, I'm not gonna go fucking be stupid and just pop rounds off.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
like it was just so
obviously.
I could have it and know that no matter what, I have the ability to defend myself.
Another story that reminds me of that. It's not my story. It's your story. It's when David tried to prank us with Alex in that mask. And
Oh,
ended up
dude,
going,
I almost fucking stabbed Alex.
He's about to shoot and stab people. Oh my god.
That's one thing. Like, if you are trying to harm me, my friends, my family, I will fucking fight. Like, that is
Right.
one thing. That whole bit with Alex in the fucking mask, like looking through the peephole, you couldn't tell it was a mask. You couldn't tell anything.
Yeah.
And like, he's at the door trying to break in. The first thing I did, I grabbed my fucking buck knife and I'm sitting there at the door. Like, David opens it up. I didn't know it was a prank, like
Yeah.
a joke video. And I had a long talk with David afterwards. I was like, dude, you can't do this shit to me. Like, I'm the person you don't fuck with. like when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, and we're from Florida too, so like shit goes down in Florida.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, break-ins and robins is so fucking popular out there. So like that's why Heath and I are so what.
He said break-ins and robins.
Right.
Well, I'm like, well, we got Baskin Robbins. Like,
Break-ins and
right to
robins.
Mariah, right when you said that.
Baskin
Robbins.
He got ice cream on the mind.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, seriously, stop making jokes. No, it is. No, it's like a big thing out there. So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
happened a lot. We've seen it happen a lot. So that's why Heath more than me, obviously. But like, I'm still really scared about that shit too. It's scary.
The Neighbors app, where you can see like when other people post what's going
Oh,
on in your neighborhood.
Dude.
Down the street, somebody posted their footage that happened in their backyard. It was 3 people broke into the backyard and they're crawling on the ground, and it shows them on camera crawling and then busting through the back window.
What?
Like in my neighborhood, they're like, these people just broke into my house. If you've seen them, know anything about this, please let me know. And like I just saw that on the app, and I was like, holy shit.
The app that I have, I saw actually a guy coming up to another guy, and he had him at gunpoint at the front door.
Oh my god.
And it looked like he was like, because it was all silent. It
Yeah.
looked like he was like asking for money, and like he ended up like getting in the house and closing, and he ran away. But like this shit is happening around our fucking neighborhood.
Oh wait, I showed you
that's-
that video. That was in my hometown.
That was your hometown?
Yeah. The
Oh,
kid
fuck,
who,
well, that's
like,
embarrassing.
Was running up to his house because like these guys were following him, trying to get money from him, and they filmed it on Ring, and his dad like came out and stuff.
That was you. You showed me. I thought it was on my
'cause,
Ring
like,
app.
No.
Oh,
it was
fuck,
like,
okay.
I had showed you that from the Ring app.
Guys, my bad. I'm sorry about that.
No.
Probably sounded really bad.
No.
I forgot.
It's okay. Who cares?
Okay,
But
okay.
like, yeah, that's.
It was on somebody's ring.
nuts.
I
What?
knew the Ring before it was popular. So
Remember the 2 guys that sat outside of your house?
Oh my god, my old house, baby. You
Oh,
remember that?
yeah.
Tell 'em, baby, tell 'em.
I wasn't at my house at the time, but these 2 guys like showed up at my front door, and they're knocking on my door, and they're like peeking in through my front window.
These aren't kids. These aren't teenagers. These
No,
are
they're-
about like 29, 30-year-old men.
Yeah.
They're outside of the
Like
outside of your
hoodie, backpack.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It was just really bizarre to come to my door, and they take the 2 chairs that were at my front door, and then they turn them, and then they sit there, and like they're facing my door.
What?
And they're looking at my camera, and they're like this. They're like, "What's up?" Like looking at my.
Oh, it's like Panic Room. the
Yeah, no,
movie.
like it was like you
Like,
better not show up because we're
he,
gonna
like,
fucking kill
they
you.
like
Yeah.
tapped, and he's like pointing at the camera. He's like, "Look, camera," and he's like, they made a joke. They're like, "Haha!" All of a sudden, a gun barrel points through the window. It was really fucking scary, dude.
Dude, they were sitting out there for what, 20 minutes?
It was a long time.
Just sitting there, just like this. But like, dude, you've heard some crazy shit out there though, like cars like skirting and then gunshots.
Oh my god!
and shit.
Dude, my old neighborhood was lit. I'm like remembering all this shit. One night I hear tires squealing in, like, you know how I was at that little corner, the 4-way stop. I hear tires squealing just all right there. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I open my window. A car's doing donuts in that the stop with a door open, and somebody is hanging out the fucking door.
Oh my god.
Half of the body is literally out like this, and it's just like, and I'm like, oh my god.
Summer nights.
Yeah. It's like the beginning of The Purge or something.
Crazy shit though.
Dude, that's fucked up shit, man.
I miss the excitement.
Yeah.
The adrenaline.
We don't get that anymore, huh?
I'm in the oldest like neighborhood right now.
Oh, yeah, this is like the quiet suburbs. I like coming out here though. It's really
It is
Yeah.
nice. It's
cozy.
really nice out here.
Your
Yeah.
neighborhood reminds me of the neighborhood like in E.T., like when they're all trick or treating.
I think
they did-
filmed it like
I
out
think they
here.
did film it here.
Yeah.
watching Encino Man growing up.
Yeah.
And then it just hit me like the past year or so. I was like, Encino, like that's here.
Yeah.
Like that's where
Yeah,
it was based
that's
out of.
funny.
I was like, oh, I like Encino Man was just a name to me. But now coming out here, I'm like,
Well,
Encino.
what's crazy? Yeah, like since moving out here, whether it be like movies or songs, like growing up listening to Tom Petty and like hearing him like sing about move west down Ventura Boulevard,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
or-
holy shit, Ventura!
Or the Proud Family. Remember one of the girls' name is La Cienega Boulevard.
Yeah.
Weird.
After La Cienega Boulevard, this street in LA. So it's like La Cienega Boulevard.
or literally any show on TV, like because most of them are in LA. You just
Yeah.
know everywhere they shoot. Like every
so
scene, you know
weird.
exactly where it's
So
filmed.
cool.
It's
So
so cool.
cool.
Like Entourage. Like
Oh
every
yeah.
We
Or we were by that motel, and I'm like, that's the motel from The Incredibles 2 that they stay in as like the hideout.
Wait,
Have you
isn't
seen
The
it?
Incredibles like
It's-
a cartoon?
Yes,
Exactly.
but they got the inspiration from a motel in Burbank called the Safari Inn.
Wait, really?
It's exactly the hotel.
Cool. I've never seen
It's
it.
so
but
cool.
Yeah, we were
exciting.
driving with David and Zane, and I was like, "Oh, this is the hotel from Incredibles." And Zane was like,
I-
"Oh my god!"
I was mind blown because you don't see cartoon in real. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
happen. But like, of course, as a cartoon
Cool.
sketch, you
Yeah.
probably get ideas from actual things. So it's
Have you ever gone to see Dunder Mifflin? That's cool.
Oh,
Where's
that's
it?
really close. It's, like,
It's in Van
Isn't that
Nuys.
in-
It's in Van Nuys, yeah.
what?
It's so fun.
Kaboom! I thought it was fucking
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Well, that's where it's set. but
That's
they
where it's
filmed it
supposed to
all
be.
out.
Yeah, no,
Scranton.
it's
I
the-
know,
the whole
but-
building. Yeah, it's right there in Van Nuys.
It's actually
weird.
it's a filming studio. They filmed in the filming studio, so it's like actually like an office.
I feel
Yeah.
dumb. Fuck.
Oh, we gotta
know
take
that?
Zane.
Guys, we're having so much fun. Look
We're
at us.
having a blast. You guys
Everybody do this. The juice. Everybody show me the juice. The funny.
The funny.
The
The juice. The
funny.
funny.
All right. Here.
Let's talk about another interesting story. What do we got here?
I have some interesting stories from
You
the
got
news
some-
if you want me to talk about.
You got some shit?
Did you guys hear about that mother in Indiana who she was getting charged for abandoning her 6-year-old daughter? But there's
Wait.
a reason why. Wait, what have you heard?
Is this the one where it's like she's not really a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
She's actually 22 or whatever.
Oh,
So,
dude.
So this couple
Crazy.
adopted this daughter a few years ago, and it was kind of like an emergency adoption. They adopted her like kind of really last minute because this girl needed a home, and she had dwarfism. And they adopted her, and they were told that this girl was 6 years old. Over the years, taking care of this daughter, they kind of had these weird suspicions about how old this girl actually was. And turns out she was 22 years old, conning them, acting
Crazy.
like she was 6 years old.
It's literally The Orphan.
Just like the movie.
Yeah,
Fucking
The Orphan.
nuts.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie The Orphan, it's basically that similar plot line where
It's that exact plot line.
Yeah.
Except
She's an orphan that's supposedly like a 6-year-old and ends up being a grown woman that was like trying to like hook up with the dad.
yeah,
just trying to
Kill the
trying to
family.
take over and just
Yeah.
ruin the family and kill the.
yeah. I actually
That's crazy.
I
nuts.
know when I read this headline, I'm like, it made me sick to my stomach, and I
Do
even
you
yeah.
do you think it was trying to mimic the movie, or
That's
it's
what-
just a
yeah, there's
coincidence?
no
Oh,
way
yeah,
that's
well,
a
it's a
coincidence.
It's too similar.
No, and this girl was like already pretty mentally like disabled, but she had like really sociopathic tendencies. Like she was like telling the parents that she was going to poison them with bleach. She would like come and stand over their bed in the middle of the
What?
night, threaten them with knives and stuff. Oh, dude.
That's
Do you think that
terrifying.
girl has seen the movie Orphan?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
It's too close.
They
It's
did
too
say
close.
there were some really creepy things about the daughter because she would like only want to hang out with like older people like her age. She didn't want to hang out with any other kids.
Well, imagine being 22 years old hanging out with
Exactly.
6-year-olds.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to hang out with a bunch of babies if you're a 26
I know,
year old
right?
in your
She's like
head.
sneaking out like the bag,
She's
going
smoking
out clubbing,
cigarettes in
smoking-
playtime.
Yeah. Oh, and it was weird how they were describing it. Like when they like got her, she was thought she was 6 years old, but she had a full set of grown teeth and like had like pubic hair, like and everything that like normal 6-year-old.
She's like
wouldn't have.
6 on her period, like wanting chocolate.
Oh
She's
my!
like, Mom, I need a tampon.
Imagine a
Take
little
care."
girl with a full set of teeth. That's
But
scary.
okay, parents.
How
there's
long
no
did it take you to realize that? Like her vocabulary, like how?
Well,
do
she
you
might
not
have been
know?
playing dumb to be honest, or like was
yeah.
making a baby voice or
The
something.
parents kept having these suspicions, and they were going to a lot of these like medical professionals trying to get like a full like diagnosis of her age. And some people were like going, she's older. Some people were like, no. And she was challenging the adoption agency, and they were like, no, she's 6 years old. This is your daughter. And that's why they like had to abandon her because she was like, they gave her own apartment and stuff, but they were getting charged for abandoning their 6-year-old.
Life imitates art.
Imagine not knowing for sure if she was 22 and you still like she could have been 6 and like you like give them an apartment. Like you don't know for sure. Like go do something. Go.
Oh, and what's even creepier is like they gave her an apartment and everything, and then when they like went and checked back on her, she had like a dollhouse, I think, and like a baby like bicycle. So they thought that she was still conning people being
weird.
6 years old. She was like keeping up the act for like other stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
Ooh, it's spooky. Ooh,
I mean, I'm kind of glad, like not glad that it happened, but like shit like that happening is just it's
Yeah.
it makes this like life like
So
fucking-
interesting, yeah.
so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
I ran into Isabel Furman, who's a friend of ours, and she's the
Yeah.
main girl in The Orphan. at a party, and I was like, Isabel, have you heard? And she like already finishes my sentence. Yes, about the 6-year-old girl who's
copycat
actually
bitch.
22. Yes, I've heard about it.
Incredible actress.
Oh yeah, Isabel
Yeah, she's
is amazing.
insane.
And she's gonna be in Escape Room 2, which is
Oh yeah,
She's
how
in
cool
Escape
is
Room
that?
too, Mariah.
Are we allowed to say
Escape Room
that?
too?
Yeah.
Yes,
She's
been announced.
she's in it.
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
When
Yeah.
I saw her post that, I froze. I was like, we loved Escape Room 1.
Yes,
And
if
she's
you guys
cool.
haven't
Loved.
seen Escape Room,
Loved it.
the first one that came out like a year ago. Oh,
She's such a good villain. Like she was in the first
Yeah.
Hunger Games. She was in Orphan. She's just so good at being evil.
Yeah.
So I hope that there's a little bit of that in Escape Room
I
2.
know. I'm really curious to see what her role is going to be in that
Yeah.
movie, but I cannot.
By the way, Escape Room is a movie where it's basically, the escape.
It's an escape room.
It's an
You know what
escape
escape room
room.
is.
Bad guy makes a whole house or a whole. I don't fucking know
It's like
how
an
to.
escape room with a group of people, and then just like these
Yeah.
rooms.
It's like Saw, but escape room.
yes, exactly.
And I love movies like bad movies like that are the best.
Yeah,
It
it's
was.
like
It's cheesy. It's
right.
like
Yeah, but it was really good.
yeah.
it stays with you, and it makes
Yeah.
you want to do like an escape room right after.
Exactly.
Like,
Oh,
Oh my gosh, Heath and I
we just did one the other
best
night.
escape room
Where-
out
where-
here.
thanks for the invite.
Yeah, where was it?
But anyway, it was so interactive.
Dude.
Like there was a disclaimer, like you need to climb, you need to crawl, you need to duck, you need to roll.
You know how most of them are like, put the black light on the wall and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
like it's like really tacky and you like it's just not like escaping. This one, we started out. They put bags over your head.
And you go in one by one.
They put bags over your head. You go in one by one. They put me in like shackles, locked, like put real locks on like a fucking shackle, and then closed the box and then locked that. And everybody was in their own contraption that they were locked into.
We were like,
Oh,
we were
it's
like hung like this. We were sitting in chairs and we were tied to chains. And then they were like, okay, take the head off. So we took the head off and we looked at each other and we're all like separated and we have to try to escape.
it was so
it's like,
cool.
It's like Saw.
Yeah,
It's
it
literally
was just
Saw.
like Saw. It was just
Matt,
like
we,
Saw.
do
we were
this.
talking about this because Matt and I we always imagine us making our own escape room
Yes,
like type
we
thing,
do.
and we literally said that like set it up
Yeah.
like Saw, where like
Yeah.
everybody is like chained up separately, and you have to try to figure out how to.
They
get
should make a Saw room. This was a Houdini room. So it was
It
like
was really
escaping.
cool.
So there was a point where I had to get into a box and they had to put swords in me. But once the sword started going in, the bottom of the box collapsed and I had to tumble
And
out
she
of it.
fell
and I was
through
and I
into
was
a
like in a
bottom room.
basement by myself. I was
Wait,
like,
I-
what?
What?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
It's so
But like,
fun.
Oh, yeah.
but like, she didn't know that was gonna happen. So it was like, get in the box. So she was like, okay. So she got in and laid down, and as it closed and we put it in, like the whole bottom fell out.
Matt, we should do that.
So cool.
Wait, is that here?
It was kind of by you, right?
Yeah, it was probably like 15 minutes from Pasadena.
Every escape room should be like that.
Oh,
It
yeah.
should be
It
very
was. It was
interactive
actually
like
trying to
that.
escape, and like, and then the back, like the last thing where it's like the wall is closing in, like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in a room,
What?
and the back of the
Like the
room
movie.
is pushing against you, and like it's getting smaller and smaller, and
Until
you're
you
trying
can
to get.
escape. Yeah.
Really?
And
Dude,
the
it was cool.
wall's
I
love
like,
that.
yeah.
Because I want to feel like I'm gonna die.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
that's
we-
how
No,
escape
yeah,
room
yeah.
should
It was
be.
intense.
We
yeah.
kept thinking, we were like, holy shit, like this is actually getting tighter on us.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of getting a little scary. Like
it starts breaking your bones. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
this is so real. Oh my god, I just didn't think those existed, but I guess the one you
it
guys
was
went to exists.
one of the 60 out places.
yeah.
Ours wasn't that good when we went.
That's the thing with
Well,
escape
that's
we
room.
did go to a cool one though, where we started off in a van. Remember that?
Whoa.
Oh, that
We
was
had to like
and that,
hotwire a van for
Cool.
the doors to open, but like the first thing just started. Me and Zane were just trapped in a van and we couldn't get out.
that mousetrap
cool.
one was really fun too.
Oh, we did with James Charles. That one is one of the best ones, I think, in the country.
Do you guys
Yeah.
want to do one tonight? Please.
He has to,
I got stuff I gotta do, but I would love to. What are y'all doing this weekend?
I'm about to go to Lazy Dog, bitch.
Oh, lazy dog sounds really good. I'm actually getting my wisdom teeth taken out. It hurts so bad.
You're gonna hate it.
I know. And I'm getting all 4 out too.
I got all 4. It's better to do it that way instead of doing one and like going through the whole like recovery process and then being like, oh fuck, well I need to get one more out. Or
Yeah.
But to me, like getting 4 all out at once just really fucks you.
No,
fucks
you're
you
fine.
up. No,
No,
I'll be
it's the
fine.
same.
it
Yeah.
sucks, but it's
Yeah.
it's worth it
You
to do it
gotta
all at
do
once.
it. I'm
And knowing
surprised.
you, if you get like the first one, you're not going to want to go back for the other ones. You're going to be
Oh,
like, nah.
it's that. Oh, okay.
Wait,
so
you-
it's the
you're
same.
gonna
It's
get
the
all-
same amount of pain
Yeah.
for you. Got
You're
it.
gonna get all 4 out though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I did it.
I can't wait to look like a chipmunk.
Oh,
It's gonna be
yeah.
fun.
And then a week after, I'm getting a tooth implant. where they have.
Oh,
to
you
go
have a missing
into my
tooth.
jaw. Yeah, I have a missing tooth.
Oh,
I have,
yeah,
like,
that
Oh
was-
yeah. By the way, I've never heard of anything of that sort before. Of what you're getting done to your tooth.
He's
Going to who are you going to again?
like a periodontist.
Yeah,
or-
I've never heard of
they
that.
like
And I've-
specialize in gums and like implants and stuff.
I'd never heard of that either.
Look at us just getting all this oral
Yeah, we're-
surgery.
We're
Bad.
getting old.
I know.
Like just straight up getting old.
Yeah, getting metal pipes in our back and just.
Getting
Who's getting metal pipes in their back?
Zane
Well,
getting his hair did.
I'm gonna get. I know I'm gonna need one when I'm
Oh,
like 40.
You know what? I watched a video of a chiropractor. I think you really need to see one. That'd be a really good video.
I try-
You
I mean-
going to one, like getting it all like.
Well, I do go to one.
Oh,
I
you
go to one
do?
like once every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to see like a real satisfying video of you just getting like,
Oh,
everything
get
popped.
people
into
getting
place.
cracked.
Oh, I love chiropractor
Mm-hmm.
videos.
Yeah. No, I get cracked up. I get cracked up every 2 weeks. I really do need it because like remember after Liza's video that one time.
Oh,
my
yeah,
back got
yeah.
completely
From
screwed up.
ballet?
It's because I didn't go to the chiropractor every every 2 weeks. So
What do
now I
they
do.
tell you? Like, do you need to
He's good
stretch
at that.
more?
That-
Do you need?
So my leg, like when I lay down straight, you can see my leg is always longer than the other. So my whole body is just
Oh.
Tilted.
combobulated basically. So they always have to straighten me out, and it happens all the time where like my bones
Whoa.
just yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at you. This more, I just think it's just funny.
It's
Like,
my dad's side. We all have just like really bad like
Zane
backs
Zane
and
gets
bones.
those shoes that has like the
Oh,
thicker
a thicker
the
shoe.
thicker bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones that like look like boats.
My one friend had to have the
Yeah.
really thick base.
I knew a kid in high school, who had one leg much longer than the other leg, and he had to wear like the special shoes.
Wait, doesn't David's friend?
Who Alex?
Yeah, doesn't he have a?
No,
thick shoe?
The reason why he limps around is because our friend David Dobrik, he threw an acorn at him, and the acorn ended up
Wait.
cutting him, and it got infected, and it actually caused it a virus where he.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Wait, no, it was
I
it was a
for-
pine cone.
Pine cone?
I think so.
So
Not
is his body
acorn.
growing pine cones now?
It was some.
He just has a tree out of his shoulder.
Yeah.
No, it just caused this infection where
he
it,
got like a staph infection.
staph infection. Yeah.
And then it like messed with his hip and leg.
So don't throw pine cones.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Tree Man? Remember that video of the guy who
Yeah.
with the trees? He did pass away recently,
Aw.
like a year ago.
That's-
But remember the video
how-
of a guy. This was like the beginning of like YouTube and stuff, but he had like tree trunks. Like
Yeah, it looked
growing
like
out of his
bark.
Body.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How does that happen?
It was like an infection that I think it was not really like true tree bark. It was like a type of like fungus,
Fungus,
that
yeah.
looks like
Looks.
bark. Like, dude, the videos of
crazy.
it are
Oh my god! It's like seeing like when you
So
see something with a bunch of holes.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Shit
What is that?
makes me like.
Tryptophobia?
Yeah,
I
a
don't-
lot of people are having tryptophobia about the new iPhones. Like,
Wait, really?
Oh,
Because
really?
the three
Oh.
holes, the three
Oh my
cameras.
gosh,
Are you
that's so funny.
I can't unsee it though. Now, like, I don't have tryptophobia, but when I think about tryptophobia,
Oh, weird.
That's a stretch though. I
well,
think.
that one's the black one where
That's
you can't
so
really see
funny.
it, but the white ones, like when you're driving down,
Yeah.
Sunset, and you see those big billboards, I'm always like, ooh.
It's just
Weird.
3 though. I feel like that's not that.
To me, it looks like kind of like a spider. Like it looks like
Oh,
a
Yeah.
bug.
That's why I
Like, that
feel like
looks like a.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like-
yeah.
Oh, shit. It is kind of creepy now, like seeing that and seeing spider eyes. Now that you say that, oh my god, I can't believe I have tryptophobia.
Yeah.
Spooky.
What a spooky podcast, huh?
Yeah.
It's gotten dark. But
We
we've had
really-
some good laughs.
Yeah,
We covered a lot of ground.
we did, guys. What the hell we're gonna talk about next week?
I
Huh?
don't know. I recommend people email us and tell us what you think we should be for Halloween. Because
Ooh, yeah.
I'm pretty dry on ideas, and it would be interesting to hear y'all's thoughts so we can talk about them. Next
Email
time.
us at zaneandheathunfiltered@gmail.com and send us anything you want, something you want to
You wanna
talk
see us
about,
talk about, yeah.
or give you advice about, or spooky, scary stories that you guys have that's happened to you.
Yeah, because we read them. We read all of them, and we
Yeah, we
really
do.
appreciate it.
Again, we just want to say thank you guys for tuning in and listening to Zane and I blabber on, and our lovely hosts, and our
Host, co-host.
Hostess.
and our lovely assistants, Matt and Mariah. Thank you
Hostess.
guys.
We post audio version of this podcast every Monday and a video form every Tuesday on our channel, youtube.com/Zane and Heath.
Yeah.
Leave a review if you enjoy this podcast or if you enjoy all the podcasts. It really helps us out. It has us grown, that podcast app. We want to get back to #1 like the good old days.
Now go kick Monday's ass, baby.
Boom! Ooh, a little bit of...
And stay safe out there.
We love you guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.